All right, man. Gotta get a little political today. And I think this is going to be my first time covering The View. It don't even fucking matter, bro. I'm political today because The View had Anthony Weiner up on the damn show. Weiner, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? The politician that got sentenced, convicted, and sentenced to jail for messing with kids. And he up on The View addressing his past scandals as he launches an attempted comeback, bro. I mean, didn't nobody send this to me. This just came across my algorithm, and it's just the oxymoron of an optic to have someone like that up on this show. I'm thinking, I mean, they just want the views, they want the ratings, bro. So, right? I'm thinking to myself, I'm not about to be giving no man, no individual, no energy, period, in attempting him trying to get a position back, him or her trying to get a position back when you out here messing with kids. I don't give a damn if you serve your time or whatnot, bro. You still the scum of the fucking earth. You scum of the hell, bro. You scum of the devil's asshole, bro. And you up here. Anyway, I'm on my soapbox before it's even time to get on my soapbox, bro. It's just something, you know what I mean? I'd imagine we're all passionate about, and you know what I mean? We're about to watch The View. Well, hopefully. They're probably going to copyright this, bro. So if they do, I'll figure a way around it, bro, because this is going to get posted. You feel me? My book's still available, written by yours truly, inspired by the time I was employed with the United States Border Patrol. And then my self-development online community, bro. Pull up. All right, let's get it.
Former Congressman Anthony Weiner was a rising star in the Democratic Party before a series of, shall we say, sexting scandals forced his resignation from the House, dashed his mayoral hopes, and ultimately landed him in prison in 2017. Now he's hoping to return to politics in the same office where he started his political career, New York City Council. So please welcome the very contrite Anthony Weiner.
It's like how you talk your way out of this. This finna be interesting, bro. All right, let's get it. Why are they clapping for, bro? Why y'all clapping for him? Bruh, I'm saying it's getting started before it start, bruh. I mean, I know they make them clap behind the scenes, bro, but it's nothing but a bunch of women watching this show, bro. You feel me? And I would think that that's something that men and women can agree upon generally, is that we not finna be out here applauding a petty in any form or fashion, bro. But you got a bunch of women out here applauding this man, dog. What? That looks crazy. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah. By the way, was this where Kamala Harris was sitting when she blew up her campaign? Was this the spot?
It was right there.
I hope I don't have the same fate.
Yeah. So, Anthony, when you got out of the Who's Gal,
yeah, great. Just make fun of that.
you vowed that you would never be on a ballot again. You said that, and now you're running for New York City Council. So why are you doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I said at the time was I couldn't imagine there would ever be a chance that either people would want me back or that I would want to get back into that again.
Yeah.
And I scratched the itch in other ways. When I came out of prison, I ran a countertop company where we employed the formerly incarcerated, and then I was on the radio on a conservative radio station being the House Liberal.
Yeah.
But when I woke up in November of 24 and saw the election results, but more than who won, I looked around New York City and saw how many fewer...
If Trump could be a felon, then I can get back in office. Bro, that's definitely what it was. Damn. If Trump could be the leader of the free world, then my PDF file ass can get back in office, dog. Ain't that about a bit?
Results, but more than who won, I looked around New York City and saw how many fewer Democrats even turned out to vote. And I started to say to myself, something is seriously wrong here. And I tried to get to the bottom of it, and I said, listen, people should be active and run no matter how the politics work out. But we're in hardcore anti-Trump territory, and Trump did better. And I started looking around, and I realized because the candidates that were running, even in local offices, were doing everything possible to run like a frictionless campaign where they don't say or commit to anything that might antagonize anyone. And if there was anything we learned in 2024 is that voters were letting out a shry, as we say in Yiddish. They were letting out a cry that they wanted things to change.
Yeah.
And so when I was going around my neighborhood, just as a civilian, saying someone should run for office who's doing something different, people would say to me, "You're right, why don't you do it?"
Yeah.
And the answer kept being, because people would be mean to me, they'd say nasty things or they'd talk about my past. That's not a good enough reason, I didn't think, not to get off the couch and try.
Because you were out there, you really spoke to the people in a very good way. And I was very unhappy that you got yourself into hot water, because you would have been a very good person in the Democratic thing last time when he was running.
Yeah, I mean, look, one of the things that I always tried to do when I was in office was not just go to places that I would have a friendly reaction.
Yeah.
I would go on
That's
Fox
right.
News. I would go on The View and take tough questions. I mean, you never got invited to The View. I didn't until now. I had to have a giant scandal to get invited to The View. Because I always thought that even if you're only going to persuade 1 in 100 people, the conversation is what defines the party.
Let's talk about some of these giant scandals.
Yes.
You've had numerous of them. You resigned from Congress in 2011 over a sexting scandal. 2 years later, you stepped down from the mayoral race after sexting again under the alias Carlos Danger. And then in 2016, you sent lewd texts to a minor and served 15 months in prison, in addition to becoming a registered sex offender. So with all that said, why do you think, or why should New Yorkers give you a chance at a political comeback?
Well, let me just say this. I mean, all of that happened, and I accept responsibility for it. You won't hear me do what some other people in public life have done, Donald Trump or Andrew Cuomo or Eric Adams. I'm a victim. They persecuted me for no reason.
You know what? Fuck it. Let this. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, dog. That we've been having this conversation. That this man is even given any access to do this. Like, he's doing this because people have made him feel that there's a space for him. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, dog. Bro was a creep. He's a creep. It's that creep shit is still in him, bro. He only served, what, 18 months, dog? Ain't like he wasn't in them up for no decade, bro. He a creep. And you got this, hopefully The View is just on some capitalism shit, trying to get a bag off of this man looking crazy. But nah, hell nah, bro, because these women can't act. They wear their emotions on their sleeve. I be peeping the little snippets of people coming up on these shows and them going back and forth crying about something that's so important to them. And here you got a case where you got a documented PDF file. Well, I don't know if it goes to that, but whatever. If he out here sexting juvies, bro, you a PDF. You trying to get in the juvie's guts. You know what I'm saying? Numerous scandals, dog. Bruh. And whatever. He can feel comfortable enough to try to have a political comeback, dog. But the fact you were surrounded by a bunch of women, I mean, the maternal nurturing ones who want to keep creeps away. It just shows how, I ain't gonna say society. It's just this shit, bro. It's this shit, dog. This demonic ass feminism bullshit, bro. When you got a man up here who has done what he's done, given a platform to speak, to come back, bro. I ain't hear not an ounce of venom or animosity from nobody around this motherfucker, dog. Like, on some shit. I don't give a fuck what you do, what you say, how you look at the world, how you think you can fix the world, bro. You rotten on the inside, dog. You a creep, bro. And ain't no space for a fucking creep out this bitch. You know what I mean? You went to jail for it. You got convicted of it. You confessed to it, bro. I don't hear none of that shit. Dog, but it makes sense that this the lane in 2025 where don't nothing make sense. Don't fucking nothing make sense. It's crazy as hell, boy. Bitches in the back applauding this motherfucker because he want to come back after he got caught sexing a damn little girl.
Done Donald Trump or Andrew Cuomo or Eric Adams.
And then he want to deflect and bring up other motherfuckers' names, dog. All right. I see what you're doing.
You won't hear me do what some other people in public
But I
life
ain't even mad at him. I ain't even mad at him. I'm not mad at him. This is on the bitches. This is on the women, bro. It ain't not a real man out in that goddamn audience taking this fool serious.
done Donald Trump or Andrew Cuomo or Eric Adams. I'm a victim. They persecuted me for no reason. I was dealing with very serious problems. I was dealing with what I now understand to be addiction. I lost my brother Seth to addiction. And I accepted, I didn't ask for a trial. I pled guilty, served my time in prison, served in a halfway house, served probation, went to try to do good work for the formerly incarcerated. And I guess what I'm saying to people is, maybe don't vote for me in spite of what they know about me, but maybe consider that journey, that idea that we all go through things and we come out the other side. And also, what does it mean? You know, I'm Jewish, but they have this notion in Catholicism around you suffer for a reason so you can be of service at the other end. So I'm not asking people. I'm doing the opposite of what a lot of politicians do when they're in my position.
You ain't suffered though, bruh. You ain't suffered though. That was self-inflicted, fam. Fucking addiction. That's self-inflicted, fam. You had an itch that you had to scratch it. You still got that itch now. You want to make it seem like it ain't there no more. But that's neither here nor there, bro. He gonna do what he gonna do, bro. It's just how this makes society look is crazy, bro. I'm just hopefully one of these women keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I know who they be torching. They be they anti-conservative and all this shit. They be giving the Republicans a smoke, right? Y'all better not come up here empathizing for this motherfucker and one iota or some shit, bro. Yeah, I did my time. I served my time. You goddamn right. And your ass should not be in fucking office, dog. You know what I'm saying? Convicted felon cannot have a fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? A registered sex offender should not be able to run for office. Even if he is allowed to run for office, there should be no majority of anyone allowing this motherfucker to get that office position. That's a reflection on the people, not this motherfucker, bro. Cuz should have been castrated and in exile. Shit.
Ignore that problem, pretend it didn't happen, blame someone else. I am saying, yes, I did these things. I got into recovery. I try to make my life better. And now if I can be of service, and I'm a damn good politician. I come up with answers.
Yep.
I talk to people directly.
You are.
I don't try to butter over things. I try to be direct. Then why shouldn't I? And if it's just because I have bad things in my past, that's not a good enough reason. I mean, look, all I can be.
Bro. Fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here. It's not a good enough reason. That's the fuck it is, bro. It's good enough reason. The fact that can't nobody bring their goddamn daughters around you because they're gonna be always wondering what the fuck going on behind your decrepit ass mind, bro. 18 months ain't shit. That's a year and a half, bro. Ain't shit happen to you that's gonna make that fucking itch you got now. You still giving me creepy vibes, bro. You still a creep, bro. He's still a creep, dog. You know what I mean? I'm not trying my best not to make this shit about his ass. He is who he is, bro. I'm saying, yet again, but one more time, the fact that this man is given a platform to come up here and speak this shit and given the ability to do so and not just being told to shut the fuck up, and we ain't trying to hear that, dog. You know what I'm saying? They could have just set him up for the okie doke, bro. They could have came up here, right, how they have done before, and set a fucking trap for somebody to come up here and just get in his ass. You know what I'm saying? They've done that before with other guests. But here they literally giving this motherfucker a voice, right? The view of all fucking people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a damn good politician. I don't give a damn how good of a politician your ass is, bruh. Bruh, you a fucking deviant, dog. So it don't matter.
All I can ever be is who I am right now.
Yeah.
And that brought me to this space.
And here they go clapping.
Congressman, so there's a growing sense of just general distrust in elected officials. Take the New York Democratic mayoral race alone. You have Eric Adams, his corruption charges, which were then dropped by the Trump DOJ. Former Governor Cuomo resigning.
Why give him the smoke, bro? Is she gonna give him the smoke? Come on, woman, give him the fucking smoke.
And I've been open about the fact that you're still in recovery. So if sexting is your drug of choice, so to speak, have you been able to stay clean?
Well, here's what I've come to believe, not knowing. All throughout the period that Anna described, I had no idea what was going on. I was dozens and dozens and dozens of people I was interacting with.
Man, come on, girl.
These people have in common Cuomo, Clinton, Trump.
Yeah, ain't nobody goddamn telling him shit, dog. Soft ass. All right, here we go. The comments. Scandal with a minor. Are y'all okay? Who greenlit this? This is disgusting. A man who had an inappropriate interaction with a minor should not be allowed to have a platform for politics. Shame on the View. Thank you. Why are you having a sex offender on? What is the purpose? Thank you. So The View is against sexism and rape, but have this real convict on their show. Thank you. We all go through things. No, Anthony, we all do not sex minors and go to prison and become sex offenders. Thank you. Sexting a minor, not just sexting. Thank you. Longtime viewer, don't think The View should have elevated a sex offender's political campaign like this. Really, really disappointed. Yeah, somebody. At least, it's all right. So it's just the fucking show, right? Because the comments, the echo chambers, they gonna tell you what it is, right? And you got your echo chamber calling your shit out, bro. That gives me room to breathe. Fuck. Really taking shots at Kamala. You've been an embarrassment for 20 years, dude. Y'all won't allow Jake Tapper to come on, but you will put this guy on. What? Yuck. Seriously, why are y'all promoting this? The balls on this man, no pun intended. He sent dirty pics to a minor, not a consenting adult. The Dems accept him back. I don't want to hear anything about Trump. Oh, if the Dems accept him back, I don't want to hear anything about Trump. Yeah, talk that shit. Anthony Weiner knew the girl was a minor. According to court documents and statements from the case, the minor victim informed Weiner early in the communications, which began January 23rd, 2016, that she was in high school. As their exchange progressed, she explicitly made it clear she was 15 years old. Despite this knowledge, Weiner continued to engage in sexual explicit combos with her via platforms like Twitter, Skype, Snapchat, and Confide, concluding sending obscene material and asking her to perform sexual explicit acts. This led to his guilty plea May 2017 for transferring obscene material to a minor, and y'all let him on The View and didn't give him no smoke. That's what I'm saying. At least at a trap, give him the smoke. But no, it's okay. Everybody deserves a second chance. Fuck out of here. Everyone's sitting at this table and then that audience clapping is disgusting. Straight up. Talk that shit. Yeah.